05 Pro.
What year?
Wow, that's a good question. 1993, 94?
Damn, back then?
Yeah, because they were trying to do like a simple mixer so we could juggle better. I think there was like the DMC mixer had one like that. It was real simple. I think the very first simple mixer was the what is that? The Gemini 2200, I believe. We'll talk about that in a second. But this right here, this exact mixer was the first mixer to ever have a reverse switch, enhancer switch, because a lot of DJs out in the West Coast, we would scratch with the clickers, which were found on Newmarks, so it's kind of like up and down thing. And then, so going that same motion, scratching, we needed the fader to be in reverse, so that we can get that like real quick cut off. And so this was the first one. We took it to Vallejo, where there was a Vesta station. Who was that? Is that Toshi?
Nah, yeah,
and Nash.
Both of them.
Both of them would be there, and they hooked me up with a reverse switch. Me and Shortcut went there, and this is Shortcut helped design this mixer as well to make it real simple. And then later on, we moved these kind of up a little higher, the headphone balls, because when you juggle, you hit your hand on them. You go, ah! So then we need to put a fader on this. And so after that, after this mixer came out, I think before this was like the other Gemini mixer too. It was kind of like trying to make it simple. And that other PMC, DMC mixer, what was that called?
The Mellows.
The Mellows, yeah, that was nice. Even before the Mellows, there was a version of the DMC battle competition. You had like just this and the fader.
What was the shelf price for this when it first came out?
Oh, I thought it was outrageous. It was 300 or 200?
More. $500.
$500.
First 500.
Yeah, that's right.
Great.
Before that, all the mixers were at $200. Mm-hmm. You know, to have a simple mixer was $200, but they always broke down. This was the first one that was like heavy duty. You know, but for $500, they were like, nah, how are we gonna make how many?
Yeah, like 50.
50.
That was this was slated to just become like the rest of the other things. Yeah, limited. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't in the bigger market, but it did catch on, I guess. And then all mixers turned into this style. This was the new battle blueprint.
That's right.
Yeah, with,
and then they ended up selling how many of these in the long run? 405 Pros.
05, yeah, a lot.
Like, well, over 10,000.
No, it's not more.
More? Like 100,000?
No, like 300, 400,000. Yeah.
Damn.
So where's the money?
Can't even get a new fader? Damn, that's that. What else is there about this?
So, Hamster, where did that name come from? What's
Hamster, Bulletproof Scratch Hamster was a crew out here in San Francisco. They all scratch in reverse. Me, Shortcut, Mixmaster Mike, and also Eddie Death, and DJ Quest, and Mars, and Disc. They're all from Bulletproof Scratch Hamsters. They all scratch in reverse. All of us scratch in reverse out here in the Bay Area for some weird reason. And so, since they had a crew called the Bulletproof Scratch Hamsters, they called their style Hamster style, because not only did they scratch in reverse, but they juggled